All right. So we're doing let you hear the play-by-play. Welcome. We're doing announcing the lineups right now. We got about 8 minutes to game time. All right. Going to announce our non-starters first. Chance for some boys to hear their names. Always fun.
24, Alex Royhofer. Number 15, Carson Poulos. Number 5, Parker Tiffany. Number 1, Carson McCollum. Number 3, Dominic Avias. Number 13, Cole Hughes. Goalkeeper, Tanner Elkin. Number 25, Alex
Tanner Alkin. You got 3/4 of this way.
Number 32, Jonathan Wiggins. Number 20, Marcus Fiala. Number 33, Taylor Rubin. And now the starters.
We're going to shake hands. We are welcome. We are at City Stadium. This is my first time here. We haven't always played this event here, and my last time here. Oh, we're gonna pause. We're gonna honor America, so I'll hold off, and we're gonna listen to our national anthem. Find the flag. That's an interesting version of the national anthem. What? Well, that much better. All right, fans. Fans finishing the anthem. All right, so set the stage here. Number 2 seed Cape Henry, number 3 seed Woodbery Forest, first of the two semifinals. Cape advanced 4-2. And transparently, I don't know who Woodbery. I think Woodbery beat St. Stephen St. Agnes 3-1. So both schools traveled here. We're the first semifinal, and Richmond rivals St. Christopher's and Richmond Collegiate. Although I guess that we're in the 804, we just say collegiate. So rematch of a game earlier this year. Dolphins won 1-0 on a freshman Cole Hughes goal. I can only imagine Woodbery is since that moment worked hard and improved, and I would say Cape has improved as well. So we're healthy, which is great. Had a couple injuries, and guys are back in action. Doran's back, Polis is back, Karites is back. So the Dolphins are in their 5th straight Final Four appearance. with the understanding last year we paused the state tournament, didn't have a state tournament last year. The Dolphins have won the last 3 state tournaments. And I do have a program, although I don't have a lot of light. I'll see if I can read off some Woodbery names. And yeah, I can see some numbers. All right. So set the stage. We're about to put 40 on the clock, 2 40-minute halves. Gorgeous field. I believe the Richmond Kickers play out here. And so, we're living the dream. We're up in a fancy press box. And, it's fancy, but we're in a press box. Fins on a big pitch. I like it. It's significantly. I think we were joking. I think you could fit the entire Norfolk Academy soccer field in one half of this field, and I always call that the postage stamp where we got to go play. So, Finns won the TCIS championship and advanced on Monday against a talented Trinity squad. If that's a 7 seed, that's a heck of a 7 seed. And so, Woodbery, third, had an excellent season, and I think the seeding played out. 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds have advanced. So no surprises, but I think everybody's had to battle to get here. And, while we won 1-0, I think everybody on the Cape side would tell you easily could have been 1-0 the other way. Junior keeper Angley had a nice game against Woodbery, and so did the Woodbery keeper. So Finns are going to come out. They're going to have Usonis, Doran, Campbell, Delaney, Kabicki, Deno, Radich, Lugo, McGraw, and Luke Schur with Junior Cooper Angley in the cage. And I'll give you Woodbery names and numbers as they appear. Woodbery's going to start with the ball, and we're getting ready to set. So big shout out to anybody at Shorebreak watching, and thanks to the awesome folks at Shorebreak Pizza in Virginia Beach for having a little watch party and letting us stream that. And we're off. Woodbery's going to play the ball back. Big pitch. We'll have to see how both sides adjust. It's going to be tough to chase every ball. And Woodbery's first little pass there goes out of bounds. And the Finns are going to go, let's say the Finns are going west and Woodbery's going east. And as long as I switch it to the other half, no problem. So giveaway by Usonis right at midfield. Tackled right back by McGraw. And now Usonis goes to Kabicki, back to Usonis. And the Finns are going to play a little possession and get it going. So wide pitch, right? I mean, again, professional soccer field. So I think that plays to a possession-oriented team, and they're going to play the ball back to Angley and let him get his first touch with his feet. And he's going to go right back to senior captain Mitchell Lugo. Great day at the Cape today. We honored our veterans. We had our national letter signings. And so overall, just a great day at the Cape, and let's hope for a great evening. So here's a first offensive opportunity, and that ball just pushed by Trey Hansen, senior midfielder for Woodbery. And actually, I guess it's off of Cape, so going to be thrown in by Reed, and this will be the first good opportunity for either team. And we're about a minute in. Long throw, well into the box, headed out by Lugo, touchdown by Woodbery, and now won by Matt McGraw to Cam Delaney, and now picked up by Radich. Radich is going to play a through ball, basically just clearing it out there. 15 controls for Woodbery, and now it's knocked around the midfield area. Going to be played back. Woodbery controls. Kabicki chasing. And that ball's a attempted through ball played, and right now a little better possessions by Woodbery, and here's an opportunity. Their big forward throws a through ball, and Angley is going to let this one roll out. So, yeah, we're at a real we're well up above the bleachers. But when we broadcast this game at Cape, I remember the Woodbery center forward, attacking forward, as being one of the bigger guys I've seen playing the sport. Just barrel-chested big boys. So, giveaway by Campbell, who had the game winner against Trinity on a 30-yard bomb, but stolen back by Lugo. Lugo has it lost, but Radich and a lot of jersey there. That ball's touched out of bounds. It's going to be Cape Henry ball. So we'll have to see how the refs call it. Trinity game was a physical game. Refs let a lot go, and a couple cards on each side. And so we'll see how these refs want to play this. Finns can play both ways. A bit more of a finesse team, and that's not an indictment on them. We play the pretty game, and here's a great opportunity. Doran steals. He's traveling. He throws a nice through ball towards Usonis, and that's going to be touched really nicely done by the Woodbery defender. But Delaney makes a nice play and creates an opportunity. Ball stays in. No, it doesn't. So really nicely done by Cam Delaney there. Doran and Usonis looking to hook up, and that usually means good things for Cape. And so now Doran controls. He's going to go square to Delaney, and Cam can't control that one. And little jitters. Saw a little jitters in the state quarterfinal. Some guys playing their first big game for the Cape. And so expect a little bit of that. But we've also got some guys that have 3 rings. So we've got a lot of seasoned players. We'll see how we do. Doran's going to throw it in. We're about 3 minutes in. Radich with the ball. He's going to look to throw. Struggling to find somebody. Finns really aren't moving that much. Safe bet's always down the line. That's where he goes with it. And Cape loses it, but McGraw wins it back. McGraw passes it back, and now Lugo goes to Schur. Schur back to Lugo. Got to be careful here. Now back to Angley again. Angley is going to play a 50-50 ball to midfield. Actually, less 50, more 80-20 to Woodbery, and now McGraw controls. So Finn's getting a feel for it early. We're going to play a ball, a little one-touch pass, and Gavin and Cam not yet on the same page a little bit. Senior looks a little frustrated, but freshman will have big moments later in this game, I'm sure. Lugo now to Usonis, who one touches it back to Luke Schur. Schur is going to control and take what's given to him. He moves it over to midfield, and now junior Noah Deno controls. Deno to Usonis. Usonis looks to beat one, and now he's going to touch it to Graydon Campbell. Graydon's going to play a nice through ball to the freshman Cam Delaney. That ball is going to be good tackle, good strong tackle, a little stare down too. Wow. So call it a tackle by Trey Hansen and then a stare down by Trey Hansen. So Delaney, not a nice cross in the box. It's going to be controlled and touched out. And again, we're talking about the biggest pitch we've played on. I can't speak to Woodbery's soccer field. They're to speak to their campus being one of the nicest things you've ever seen. Looks like a Division III NESCAC college over there. It's gorgeous. Ball's thrown in errantly. Going to be knocked around a little bit. 50-50 ball. McGraw is going to, could have been a little handsy there, but Cape will control and send it back to Lugo. Lugo with a lot of space, and they're going to make 10 work a little bit. So as Trinity chased us a ton and was able to do it on a normal size field, this being a big field, really hard to play that pressure chase every ball. Got to pick and choose your moments. Lugo controls. He's got some space in front of him. He's looking, and now he's going to go to Tommy Radich on the wing. Radich stays on side. That's going to be a first real hard foul. So that's going to be a foul on Cody Uchuakwu. I'm just going to say I'm probably butchering that, so I apologize to his family. Junior defender got a whole lot of Thomas Radich there. Can't imagine we get too many more like that without a card. And the Finns have a great little set piece opportunity here. A free kick from just outside the box. Usonis is going to touch it into the wall. He nails it off before his head and now throws it in the box. It's banging around, and the Cape's going to get the first corner. So I'm sure Kyle wasn't trying to do that, but that's the quickest way to get a wall to go away. Hit it. So Cape's going to have his first corner. We all year long have played a little two-man game between Graydon Campbell and Kyle Usonis. We'll have to see what we do today. It looks like we're going to let Kyle get into the box here, and we're going to let Graydon handle this one on his own. Finns will keep Schur at midfield and otherwise throw 7 into the box. And here we go. First corner of the day. Hooking out. Won by Woodbery, but it's going to fall to Campbell's foot. Campbell's going to touch it far post. And it's going to be cleared out of the box by Woodbery Forest. Controlled, not yet, now controlled by Radich. And Radich is going to play it back, but dangerously back. Angley is going to need to get back on his line. And that's controlled by number 10 by Woodbery. And he touches it wide. So errant pass by Radich, and now Woodbery with their best opportunity, and Radich is right there to make up for that mistake. Now we're going to play a through ball towards Doran. Gav controls. Little 4-on-4. Gorgeous pass. Usonis is in. Here we go. Usonis shoots. Usonis scores! And the Finns are going to strike in the 7th minute. Press box high fives all around. Finns up 1-0, and I said we were going to hear it. That is a gorgeous through ball from Gavin Doran to Kyle Usonis. And at the 7-minute mark, the Dolphins light the lamp, and they're up 1-0. So, again, Tommy Radich with an errant pass, turned it around with a winning header. We played a big through ball, and we thought the big field would play to our advantage, and that's Kyle Usonis doing what Kyle Usonis does. When you see him get behind the defense with the ball, put it in the back of the net, bud, and he does. So, big goal. Dolphins strike first. 1-0 Finns, 7th minute goal. 2 seniors connected. Assist for Doran, goal by Usonis. Let's say that 6 more times. All right, now Woodbery with the ball and moves it into the offensive area, about 30 yards away. Wide open, number 7 has it on his foot. Moves it back to the right, beats Campbell. Now they're going to throw it wide. Let's see if Deno can get to it. He can't. Here's a great chance for Woodbery. Shot, and Angley makes his first save of the game. Junior netminder ready for that one. And Angley is going to whip the ball out to Delaney. Delaney has got Radich. Radich plays it square to Matt McGraw. McGraw to Usonis. And now we're going to look again for a big through ball, and let's see if Cam is going to be able to get that just a little too far. But I like what the Finns are doing right here. Woodbery running a little bit of an offside trap, trying to catch us, and we're throwing long balls through, and worked once. I think we'll go to it again. 24 controls. He's going to play a 50-50 ball. 8's going to knock it down, or I'm sorry, 10's going to knock it down. He controls and goes square to a wide open 12 that passes a little long, and there's Michael Kubicki with a nice play, checking back to the ball. A little too much dribble. Mike's going to lose that, but it comes back to Mike. He gets it to Kyle. Ball's controlled by Campbell. He avoids a tackle. He's going to go wide to Kubicki, who's going to throw it towards the box to Doran. Oh, it's at Doran's foot. One touch. Doran throws it in. Here's Usonis. Put it on the board, Dolphins. Put it on the board. So misplayed in the box by Woodbery, and you don't want to leave the ball around Gavin Doran. Doran collected it, and you know who Gavin Doran's looking for. He's looking for Usonis. Usonis eyed up the goal, one-timed that, and blasted it. So 2 goals in the first 9.5 minutes. Finns up 2-0. Finns crowd going wild. The place is going wild. Awesome. I mean, you can't script a better start. Now, look, we scored 2 the first 25 against Trinity and found ourselves in a 2-2 tie. So let's hope we've learned from that. Ton of soccer left, but we do have Woodbery. We got the Tigers on there. The Tigers? They are the Tigers? I know they're a big beastie animal. Tigers or lions. So got them on their heels a little bit, and next another one would be awesome. Let's see if Usonis goes first half hattie here. First 10 minutes hat trick. So shout out to those of you at Shorebreak. Have a slice for me. Big thank you to Mr. Brett Cassier for allowing us to have a little watch party and streaming the game over there. We appreciate you. 10 controls at midfield. He's going to be battled by Lugo. This kid is tough to push off the ball. He is. Let's see what else he plays. He should wrestle. That's huge. Cape controls the ball. Another dangerous spot. Looks like Woodbery's going to knock that out of bounds. So we got definitely Finn's got Woodbery on their heels a little bit. 2 early goals, and a lot of again, the big pitch just creates so many opportunities, and Kyle is just a adept at finishing. He throws a long ball over to Deno. Deno's going to lose that, but at least bang that off. So dangerous pass by Kyle there, and Woodbery controls now. They control at midfield. Kubicki chasing. Nice ball through, but it's going to be controlled by, I believe that's Luke Schur. And Luke's going to look forward, but that ball goes a little too far. Campbell gets knocked off the ball. A little mistake here, and we'll have to see. Angley is going to come out and slide. Angley needs to get back in the goal. And he's going to, thankfully, the man, the myth, the legend, Luke Schur. Luke has made a ton of great plays. Doran now has the ball about 40 away. Looking. He's got Delaney. Delaney's in. Delaney fires wide. So Finns are firing on offense. We are catching Woodbery on some great counter opportunities. Oh, we got announcements. We got sponsors. We are farmers. All right. So about a 12 minutes in, and a goal kick for Woodbery Forest. Finns up 2-0, state semis. That ball falls right to Doran's foot. He just can't control it. And Radich is going to knock it back to Gav, and then Woodbery's going to touch it out of bounds. So, again, a little shell shock here for Woodbery. They are an exceptional team. They've had a great season. I think one of their better seasons in the last decade. And sure, they came in expecting a battle, and they're going to get a battle. But 2-0 right now, and 10 handles. Again, very strong with the ball. 7 now controls. Finns are playing smart D. That ball is going to scoot into the box, and Angley is going to grab that one. And he's going to look. Now he's going to go small ball to Lugo. And Lugo back to Coop. Coop's going to play it wide to Luke Schur. I would argue Luke's one of the more underrated players in the state. Doesn't get a lot of name in the paper because he's not scoring goals, but he is a just relentless defender. And now we throw a through ball to Kubicki. Great pass by Usonis to Doran. Doran beats one and gets tackled hard, but he still controls. Gav headed to ODU, signed his letter of intent today. Awesome moment for this young man. Gav beats one, beats two, and Gav's looking to shoot, but he's going to get rid of the ball to Kyle Usonis. Wow, so foul's going to be on Cape. I'm not sure what happened there. I think Gav might have got him from behind, but Woodbery's ball, and Woodbery with a free kick. They blast this forward, dangerously forward. Four looks like he's got an opportunity to get it, but Lugo's going to beat him there and play the ball out for a throw-in. So, again, the size of this field is going to create opportunities that I don't think either team has had all year long. I mean, if you got wheels, I'm interested to see when Karaites comes in. He seems the type of guy today we could play the ball through and let him run. Long throw into the box. Angley's going to scoop it up. Junior netminder, had a great year. Second team all-conference. Deno controls. Deno's going to turn and play the ball back into the box to Mitchell Lugo. Mitchell's got some time and space, and he's going to play it to Usonis, who goes right back to his fellow captain and good friend Mitchell. Awesome to see Gavin's friends today watching him sign that letter. A lot of support for him, as well as all the other athletes. We'll chat a little bit that at halftime. What an awesome day it was at Cape Henry today. Ton of great things happening. Now we're going to play the ball to Kyle Usonis at midfield. Kyle's going to look to Gav, and that's a little bit long. Fatigue is going to play a factor. So Woodbery now with an opportunity. Play a ball into the box. Mitchell Lugo versus number 4. I think this is a battle we're going to see all day. It goes out for a Cape throw-in. So this is 4 is a strong player. He and Mitchell are going to do battle all game, and now Mitchell's got the ball at his feet, and he plays it through, and now we get it up to Delaney. Delaney's going to lose it, but it's still a Cape throw-in. 15-minute mark, 2-0 Cape. Off of Doran's foot and just kind of played errantly. And bounces once. Going to be tough to win a header over 24. He looks about 7 feet, and I'm 50 feet in the air. So Cape controls. Deno with the ball. Deno to Doran. Doran's going to look wide to Kabicki. Kabicki's going to play it through. Nobody home. It's collected by Woodbery. And you can see, guys at the 15-minute mark are getting a little gassed. And here's another ball. And we'll have to see if Radic can get it. Angley misses it. Coop's going to have to be a little bit more careful than that. Got to be a little smarter there, and thankfully Tommy Radic was on it. But love the aggressiveness coming off the line. Dangerous when you can't put your hands on it. That's the second time he's come out to make a play out there. And so, but clearly we can see the Woodbery game plan. They're looking to play the left side, play number 4. 24 controls, beats McGraw. 10's got it. He's going to do battle with Campbell. Graydon's given up about 150 pounds there. And that ball is going to scoot all the way wide to Kabicki, and Kabicki's going to get the ball up to Gavin Doran. Gav's going to control, wait for his teammates, and play the ball back to Noah Deno. Deno to Schur. Schur to Campbell, who one touches it back to Mitchell Lugo. And Lugo's got a little bit of time here to decide what he wants to do. Gets it to Delaney. Delaney's getting ridden pretty hard on his back there. That might be one where Cam lets his size be an advantage. Maybe take a little spill there, but Dolphins are not divers. Thrown into 3. He plays it. Oh, nice header right to the foot of number 12, who's going to play it wide. I can't get your number over there, but right back has got the ball for Woodbery, and he throws the ball dangerously into the box, which is touched by 4. 10 controls. Oh, wow, Delaney giving up a foot and 228 pounds comes up with that one, and Doran controls. So this is where the Dolphins, and again, 3 steps up and wins that ball back, and now plays it a little give and go, but Campbell's going to get in the way. Should have been a foul. It's going to be a play on. Probably. Let's see what they do there. That might have been one where we wanted to go ahead and have the foul and not the play on. Woodbery controlling the last couple minutes here. Good solid 4 or 5 minutes for them, and 4's on the wing with the ball. He's going to beat Lugo. Radic is going to play it out to Lugo, and Lugo is going to clear this one. 3 runs into it and touches it over to 12, who plays it back to his defensive side, and the Finns just over Kabicki's head. So Deno doesn't get to that ball. We're going to need to come up with this one. Well done. Dolphins have a counter chance if they want to go fast here. It's a great step, but Usonis with space now, and to Campbell. Campbell with some time and room. He's going to play a ball wide to Kubicki. Ooh. Late flag. I don't know if I saw that one. But I'm sure we got some of the best reps in the biz here in the state semifinals. So Woodbery doing a little bit of a better job controlling midfield right now. But the way they're playing opens them up to some counters, and you've seen two quick ones by the Finns. About halfway through the first half, Dolphins lead 2-0 on 2 goals by Kyle Usonis, both assisted by Gavin Doran. No substitutions yet. I got to imagine we're going to see some soon, simply just because fresh legs are going to make a difference on the pitch. So great chance for Woodbery here. They're through. That looked like it was offsides to me, but clearly not, and that's going to be a foul. So no intent there, just a lot of hustle. Lugo got to the ball first, and he got his ankles cut out from under him. So Finns would love to get a 3-0 lead here. Struggling a little bit to connect passes in the last couple minutes, and I'm sure we'll address that, try to correct that. Could, like I said, could be a little fatigue. 2-hour bus ride up here and bigger pitch, and now we got a ball to Graydon, and Graydon goes to Kyle. Kyle's going to play it wide to Delaney, who's got a streaking Radich if he wants him. He tries it, just not enough mustard on that pass. Might have. And now Woodbery is going to play it back. So a little back and forth action right here. Lugo to Radich. Radich to McGraw to Campbell. Campbell is going to go square, and now it's Usonis to Doran, and Doran beats his man, and he's in. He's playing it. He plays it across. Nobody home. We'll have to see if Deno can collect this. He will at about the 20. Deno's going to consider what to do. Now play it into the box. Dangerous opportunity. And Deno has it tackled away from him, and Woodbery's going to clear it out. Sure beats 10 to the ball, plays it out of bounds. Good play. That's a moment for Luke, gives Cape a chance to get back, so 10 doesn't get to settle that on his giant barrel chest. And Woodbery plays a small, short throw-in, and they control on their right wing. Right around the halfway point of the first half. Played wide to 3. 3 plays an errant pass that Graydon gets his head on but can't control. And 12 is going to control and go square to 10. 10 again plays a through ball. Again, I'm wondering if that's onside, offsides. It's onside. Angley in a bad spot. Not so bad. All right, so Coop's been caught a few times in that no man's land, but thankfully he's playing in front of some exceptional defenders that have helped him out. And now the Finns on the attack. Finns lose the ball. That should be Dolphin ball. All right. Love to see us possess a little bit. This is back and forth, and there's only so much of that before we're going to have to go to the bench. Looks like Avilias and Karaitis are going to get ready for the Finns. Bring some fresh legs in. Doran to Usonis. Usonis is going to go all the way back to Lugo. Lugo, square to Sure. Sure plays it through, and Usonis plays an errant pass looking for McGraw, but McGraw couldn't get there. Matt's going to get tangled up with 10, but 10's a little bit too big to knock off that pass. It's going to be a foul, a little obstruction on Kyle, and be about 10 yards over midfield. I think this field's every bit 120 yards, so we'll say about 50 away for 24. Probably a little outside of the let's throw it in and try to skip head it. Probably throw this one and look for a chest to knock it down and see if we could do something. 24 is going to stand over the ball. He's going to throw this one right in the box. Angley's going to catch it. Well done. And Angley's going to heave that ball all the way to midfield to Doran. Great throw by the junior goaltender. Airing out the baseball arm right there. And here goes Graydon Campbell. Campbell to Delaney. Delaney's in. Delaney at the 18. Delaney fires one just over the top. Controlled. Kubicki might have wanted to hang on to that one. He tried to one-touch it back in, but Cam doing a nice job staying on side on that run. We're thanking one of our VISAA ticket vendors. Thanks, ticket vendor. Awesome to have I'm up in the booth with Mr. Drew Rich and Mr. Wyatt Klimkowitz, who came up to film. Big thanks to them for. No, they didn't want to miss their last 2 bells of the day. I forced them to miss some academic time. These 2 studious young men will be very frustrated with that. Here we go. Give and go. Usonis fires another one. Save. Love it, though. Kyle not wasting any time. He's going to make this young man, make a save, and he did. And so Woodbury's going to have a guy sub in soon. Number 14 for Woodbury will be their first sub of the game. They're looking to get Olaskil Klopshaneski into the game. Woodbury's testing me today with these names. Cape's got some very easy names. So 10 controls. He loses the ball. He was really effective on our pitch. He's tough to knock off the ball. Doran now with it. Gab's going to fire one hard and low, and I think the Cape strategy here is going to make this young man continue to make saves. So, all right, coming on the field is 14 for Woodbury. 4 going to take a break, and we're going to get Karites for Kabicki and Avilias for Delaney, and something to keep our eyes on here. And Neos is one of the quicker kids at school. In lacrosse, I named him the human clear. The guy can just run for days, and I think his speed is going to be something we might want to take advantage of here. I look for some through balls and some long balls his way, see if he can't stretch the D. And Graydon Campbell looking for him right now. Going to have play it square to Deno. Deno's going to go right back to Graydon, and Graydon's got a little bit more time. Graydon's going to look to Usonis. Right back to Usonis. And Kyle, dangerous spot. Ooh, great tackle by Woodbury. And McGraw kind of in no man's land there. And so Woodbury with a counter. They're going to play a dangerous through ball. Angley is going to come out and blast this one away. Well done by the junior goaltender there. I was critical of a few of those moves, as I can be, of that young guy. If I'm going to be critical of anyone, I get to be critical of him first. And so Karites now with the ball at his foot. Touches it to Usonis. A little bit of an errant touch, and Woodbury controls. 14 just came on and struggled with that ball. 2, Tommy Radich to Matt McGraw. Matt with a little juke, and he's going to go right back to Tommy Radich. He's going to go back to Lugo. Lugo is going to play a through ball to Campbell, who's got some time and room. And he's going to play the ball to Avilias. Dom's first touch of the game is a little knockback to Tommy Radich. And the Dolphins, this is what they want to do. They want to connect passes. They want to build up gradually. And they're dealing with a talented Woodbury team that doesn't want us to do that. So, no, Johnny McGuigan is not on the game. Johnny McGuigan is going to be a nice addition to get on the field, but that was Dom Avilias and Neos Karites. So a little error there by the announcer, but hey, everybody makes mistakes. Johnny, I'm sure, doesn't mind hearing his name. They could put Wyatt Klimkowitz on the field. We'll say his name a few times. Throw in by 24, 10 controls, good little flick. Deno gets rid of it, doesn't quite get to. So Neos now with it. Again, Neos, love to see us throw some long balls at Neos. He would tell you he's not the most skilled guy on the pitch. What he brings is speed, athleticism, energy, and passion. Balls goes back to Deno. Deno's going to play it square to Sure. And the Dolphins now going to make Woodbury work a little bit, and they get it to Deno, who's got some time and room. I get Deno and Lugo confused all the time. Their names, it's going to be a push. Doran goes down. Can't get you the number, but they're going to be real heavy on the ball. You can see Woodbury looking to jump every pass to Doran and Usonis, and it's 2-0, and that's exactly why they want to do that. Give and go to Doran, and he goes back with it. McGraw's going to control. Matt plays it back to Mitchell. Dolphins looking, still looking. Mitchell's going to look through. It's not going to get there. And 3 controls for Woodbury. He's being hounded by 2 Cape players, and they're going to win the ball. Oh, Kyle with a gorgeous spin. Just nicked it a little too far. Lugo to Radich, and Tommy controls. And Tommy loses it to the guy that just came on. Nicely done, and 3 throws that ball out of bounds. So, nice steal by 14. Tough to come off the bench, catch right up into the speed of the game. Takes a little bit, but he's done a nice job right away, and he wins that throw-in header. Ball's being knocked around. 3 looking for 14. 14 seals Dom and does a nice job. Errant ball right there. Doran controls, and it's going to be a PK, guys. So it's going to be obstruction on Woodbury in the box on an attempted give and go from Doran to Usonis, and they just crushed Kyle. And so Kyle's going to have let's see who puts it on the dot. It'll be senior Gavin Doran. Yes? Senior Gavin Doran with a huge opportunity for the Finns. So A PK at the 28-minute mark. Finns already up 2-0. Let's see if Gav can bury this one. He does. 3-0 Finns. Big hoop. Big hoop right there. When that errant pass gets thrown back, you just got to be more careful with the ball if you're Woodbery Forest. You cannot lose the ball near Kyle Usonis and the 18. So, the sights and sounds of the city. We're used to our calm. I was a city guy, and now driving around these cities, give me Virginia Beach Boulevard as a highway. It's enough for me. Independence, that's good. So, Finns up 3-0. Doran with 1. Usonis with 2. Great start for the Finns. Couldn't have scripted it better, and now we just want to clamp down and play smart soccer. I'll give Gav the credit. Gav missed his last PK that I saw him take. That one he put on frame, did a nice job, and so hard for the Woodbery goaltender right there. You kind of have to guess. If you don't guess, you're just hoping they make a bad kick. And so Finns are going to play this one back to the junior goaltender. The junior goaltender is going to play the ball down the middle of the field, and that was a mistake. And now 1-on-none, just wide. So, almost, I feel like that's one of those moments from Cooper where the smart move there is to play the ball wide. If you have the errant pass wide, at least you're looking across. There he plays that ball. Matt can't handle it. Woodbery fans a little upset. They feel like that could have been a PK on Cape. But 10 got that shot and kicked it wide. So huge break for the Finns right there. And I think Coach Liebig will probably be encouraging Cooper. Errant balls to left and right of the cage, much better than errant balls to the middle. Doran controls. He's going to play the ball wide, but it's not going to get there. So Deno's going to have to hustle back. That ball's played into the box. Knocked around a little bit, controlled by Woodbery. And ball's right by their most dangerous player, number 10. And he's going to lose that ball, and Luke Schur does what Luke Schur does. Makes the smartest play on the pitch. Kicks the ball out of bounds, and with 10 left in the first half and the Finns up 3-0, Woodbery will have a throw-in right around their 18. They're going to throw it in, try to play it back. Karaides makes a run at it, and that ball is knocked away by Deno. Karaides trying to win it, but can't. And now this will be a spot where I'd love to see us send the ball to Neos' side, but we don't. We're going to play it over to the left wing. Avila is going to give chase. Nice little give and go. Let's see if he can hang on to it. He did not. So nice touch, 24 on a give and go, little overlap run, but he couldn't get to it. So it'll be Finns throwing, and we're going to throw it back to Lugo. Dolphins up 3-0. Man, I know we love to play small ball, but I get a little nervous every time we play the ball to the mouth of our own goal. If my high school soccer coach was watching, he would take me out for doing that. So, Coach Cucchiera, if you're out there, I wouldn't have played that ball back. Forward. Doran, hate seeing that. Let's see if he can walk that off. Let's see if Coach is going to so they're going to call a foul there. I didn't see it behind the play, but Gav is kind of working that. And we'll see what the Finns choose to do here at the 32-minute mark. That Gav looks okay. Going to play it wide over here to Lugo, and Lugo's got all the time in the world to do what he wants. He's got Radic over here, but we're going to play back over to Schur. Schur is going to play a ball to Deno. Now Deno's going to advance the ball. He's going to stop it on the dime. He's looking for Usonis. He's got him. Kyle's going to lose that ball. Looked for Karaides, couldn't get it to him, and great ball by Schur to Deno. Oh, beautiful touch by Graydon Campbell to Kyle Usonis. Wow. That was every bit a crack from behind. I am really surprised we did not see a card on that. So that looked like there was some intent there. Graydon just got hammered from behind, cut both his legs out. Yeah, that one, before I saw 50-50, I didn't think much of. That one seemed like there was a little frustration. Polis in for his first minutes of the game. Carson's going to come in and give Tommy Radic likely the rest of this first half to catch his breath. Junior in for the sophomore. Good job, Thomas. Let's hope Graydon's okay. I didn't like that foul. If you couldn't tell, I didn't like that one. Don't mind. That's another that's got to be a card. There's absolutely no intent to play the ball. It's the second straight time the young man did it. There's your first card. I mean, that was just a shoulder into the sternum of our senior striker, and that's unfortunate because that's not soccer. That ball was 6 feet over that young man's head. No intent to play the ball. That intent is to see if I can knock you down. So congrats, you did. Let's hope Gav's okay. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him, but that was not clean soccer. The last two tackles by the Woodbery guys. Listen, I've played sports my whole life. I've coached sports my whole life. I understand what happens when you have expectations, and score right now doesn't favor uh, Woodbery, but I know the young men that go to this school. I've actually attended college with plenty of young men that attended this school. That is not their culture. That's not what I would expect to see, and uh, I'm sure the coach is going to talk to them. We could play hard, but those last two fouls, those hard pressed to see intent to do anything else than just knock down. So let's clean it up. Looks like Gab's okay. Like I said, my guess was wind knocked out of him, little sternum injury, but didn't like it. I didn't like it. The boys in the box rarely hear me talk about other teams other than to be complimentary. I don't like the last two tackles, and the refs need to get control of this right now. Best way to deal with the hard fouls to put it in the back of the net. So here we go, Finns. Clock was stopped, so we won't have injury time for that. 33rd minute, Finns with the ball about 35 out. Here we go. Played in, knocked out by Woodbery. Keeping my eyes on Doran. Good job by Carades to break it up. That wasn't Carades. That was Campbell. Cole Hughes came in, by the way. Freshman Cole Hughes came in for his first minutes. 50-50 ball won by 24, and now McGraw's going to do some battle with him. Touching it to Hughes. Hughes can't handle it, and the Finns are going to have opportunity here to kind of settle this ball down. We're going to go wide to Polis. Now, Mitchell's going to turn it around and look for Luke Schur. That ball actually scoots past Luke. Let's see if we can get to it. We can't. Woodbery controls, and they've got a guy open in the box. So errant pass by Cape creates an opportunity. Usonis can't get to it. Tens with the ball. He's going to throw one at Angley. Angley's going to make a nice save. So, got about 5 left in the first. Looks like Dorn's trying to walk this off. Finn's control in the back half. It's Luke Schur taking the space that they're giving him. It's a nice little cat and mouse game you play there. You're trying to bait our defenders to kind of get out of their comfort zone, and then if you steal the ball, hoping Cape doesn't push players back. And so Luke always, you might watch that and say, why not sprint up the field? Because he's a defender. He's our last line of D. He's looking to move the ball and keep our shape. And so Finns, look, I mean, we could do this for another 45 minutes and nobody in a red uniform is going to be sad. So, the Tigers are obviously gassed. They've made one substitution the entire first half. And so this is what you can do with a lead on a big field. You can kind of play keep away, and we're doing it. More bodies flying. Really would like to see, same young man seems to be around every hard foul. I really would like to see the refs get this under control. These boys have been playing soccer since August. Everybody's nicked up. Got to do a good job of protecting. That's all. Just on both sides. I would be critical of our guys if we were fouling hard. There's another swing and a miss for 14. McGraw plays it forward. This ball falls to 7. 7's going to look to play it through, and he does find somebody. He found the foot of 9 who couldn't control, and now McGraw's got it right back at midfield. Just shy of midfield, I should say. Another hard foul. So, at some point, you're going to have to see consistent cards in order to keep this under control. Good news for Finns fans everywhere. Gavin D is up and ready to come back in. Finns will probably try to get some fresh legs on for that last 4 and then take every bit of the 10-minute break. We are up 3-0 on 2 early by Usonis and a PK by Doran. Commanding, yes, but plenty of soccer left, and stranger things have happened. I'm a Wake Forest sports fan. No lead is ever safe with my alma mater. So I always watch sports with that fear of waking a game away, as I like to call it. Shout out to Julia Nasso and Miss Dixon down there at Wake Forest University. Hopefully you're tuning in and watching your alum or watching your alma mater. You're the alum. About 3 left in the first, plus or minus a few. I don't know whether we'll have injury time. Typically, when you stop the clock when people get injured, it means they're going to do the 40 like they do in college soccer these days, which makes it a whole lot easier on fans and announcers because we know when it hits 40, it's over. Deno just did a 360. Got off the exit ramp, got back on the exit ramp, and loses the ball. Usonis is going to try to track this down, and he does with a nice tackle out of bounds. Kyle's not afraid of physicality. Looks like he kind of hurt his chicken leg right there. Let's hope he's all right. All right, Kubicki, Doran, Delaney on for Karites, Hughes, and Avilias. And do not underestimate the importance of the 10 minutes that these two guys just gave us and the 5 that Cole gave us. We're going to win this. We're going to win this with 15, 16 guys. And we're going to try to outlast folks. And so on a pitch this size, we're going to need depth, and thankfully we got it. Dangerous ball played, but Mitch is going to get to it first, and he's going to touch it to Delaney, who touches it to Gab, who touches it to Graydon. And Grade throws that one away. And left back for Woodbery loses it to Kyle. Kyle in a little 50-50 battle, and he's going to look to check back. 10 with the ball. Dangerous ball, throws it through, and it's going to be a handball, inadvertent, hit his elbow. Just over 2 left, so Finns gave up one right at the end of the first half to Trinity. Let's not do that here. Let's lock down and save that. Let's get a save right here and get to halftime with a 3-goal cushion. Don't want to give the Tigers any momentum. So dangerous spot. Looks like they're going to try to throw it in almost like a corner. I don't know whether he's going to shoot the ball, but the way they're lined up, if he is, they're going to look to knock it off Angley. So here we go. Now that's every bit of shot, and Angley's going to collect that one. Scoop of vanilla, scoop of chocolate for the young fella, and he whips the ball out to Polis, who's going to dummy the ball to Doran. Doran with a little bit of space in front of him, and Gav is going to throw that ball, trying to get it over to Kubicki. No soup on that one, though. Thrown wide, and we got about a minute left in the first. So let's clamp down, D. Woodbery pushing now, looking for one here at the end of the half, get a little bit of momentum. They got a dangerous ball in the box. Crossed, past Angley, controlled and knocked around, and now there's a ball that's going to go. Let's see what Cooper decides to do with this one. Let that bounce, young fella. Take your time, young fella. No rush. Cooper looks at the clock. Here's where his AP courses will help him. AP stalling right now. That's it. Cooper's going to do a little bit of a dance, trying to bleed this last 20 seconds out. Let's play the ball forward, Red. Dolphins control. Woodbery really trying to jump all these passes and trying to get a quick counter here, and Finns are going to be content. I don't like that one. I don't like the 50-50 ball into the middle. Dangerous, controlled by 10. We're in extra time now in the first. I'm assuming we play 40. I mean, I don't think we would go to 45. Another hard foul. Maybe we do play 45s. I don't know. We played 40 in the TCIS. The Prep League played 45, so someone's going to need to tell me that. Be great to know, because, I've been announcing how many minutes are left, and I hate being wrong. But I do know that the Prep League plays 45, so maybe we are in for 245. So buckle up. Extra 10 minutes. No one wants that when you're winning 3-0. Nope, we're not. So it's injury time. Red light, green light. All right, that's the first half of the books right there. Finns up 3-0. Little blitzkrieg. Usonis got the first one from Doran. Usonis got the second one from Doran. And then on a Doran and Usonis attempt, hard foul, obstruction in the box for a PK. So tell you a little bit about what we did at Cape Henry today. My morning started off with 7:30 watching the 6 committed athletes, I want to say. We had Let's see if I can remember everybody. We had Livy Wallace sign her national letter of intent to play field hockey at the Ohio State University. Sitting next to her was my main man, Big Kenny Shadle, who signed his letter of intent to play baseball at Georgia Tech University. Sitting next to Kenny, if I remember correctly, was Virginia Marquette. Ginny is going to sign, she signed her letter of intent to play soccer at Lynchburg College or University? I don't know. At Lynchburg, let's call it Lynchburg University, yeah? All right. And so then sitting to the right of Ginny Marquette was, let's call it Gavin Doran, senior, well, obviously a senior. He signed his letter of intent to go play soccer at Old Dominion University. Next to him was Olivia Fout, who signed her letter of intent to go and play college soccer at Auburn University. And then sitting to her right was Bella Cook, who signed her letter of intent to go and attend West Point, represent the United States of America, and play women's soccer there. So to the six of them, shout out to all of you. Couldn't be prouder of you. Couldn't be prouder of your families and your coaches and the efforts that went in there. I'm hoping we're going to see a couple more young men on this soccer team sign some letters of intent. I think it would be an absolute crime if Usonis and Lugo did not continue to play soccer. I've said this before. Luke Schur and Matt McGraw are every bit NESCAC athletes. I think they're looking to go to the best college they can go to, and hopefully they don't lose the idea of maybe trying to walk on a soccer team. You can't teach character, and those two have oodles and noodles of it. And then we got another exciting announcement today that we don't have a gymnastics team, but we have one of the best gymnasts in America. Zach Granados made his verbal commitment, and he's going to sign his letter of intent to go to the University of Michigan to be a gymnast. And so, unfortunately for us at Cape, we've never seen this kid perform. And when you think gymnast, I usually think of like my height in high school, like 5'2", weighed like 88 pounds soaking wet, and you think of a kid like that size, not me, but a kid that size bouncing around and doing crazy stuff. But Granados is like 6'2". I took him to Vietnam, and we did some swimming in the water at Vietnam, and I asked for every man in America's sake if Granados would put his shirt back on, because the man is built like a brick wall, and so he can do some things in pike position that I don't know that many can. So we're going to get him out on the field and watch him do some tricks for us. But congrats to those guys. Shout out to Carter Atherton. I think he's listening. Lynchburg is a university. Thank you. Thank you. So I got Tyler Faubert letting me know we're playing 40 minutes. If any alum want to have a little shout out, I did get a shout out, someone saying beat Army, but it's Bella Cook's day. So we didn't have anybody go the midshipman route, but shout out to Michael White, who's at Army, and shout out to Connor Garrison, a former soccer captain and state champion. Saw him do some damage on this field for a few years. And, you know, shout out to Maddie Vanderwerth. Maddie, if you're watching, serving your country, I believe you're over in Germany right now. So hopefully you're not at a Bundesliga game, but I guess over there it would be in the morning, so you wouldn't be, and I hope you're watching. Hopefully we got our JMU crowd watching, our UVA crew. I'm on. Oh, Trevor Kidd as well watching. T Kidd did some damage on this field. So it's what I love about the soccer program that Brun, Facemeyer, and Liebig have put together. The tradition doesn't graduate, right? It just these guys are in the summer. They're always back. Jack Kiner's helping coach a team, but yeah, I got a young man on this team, and so he tells me all the time the alum are there. Shout out to Sebastian Ganyabi, who's playing up in Columbia University. I haven't followed your Ivy League season, but got to see you, and the young men that come out of this program, high character guys. Just awesome to have the type of tradition where you finish your high school career and you know that you're welcome back and wanted back. And look, the same can be said about Coach Doran's field hockey program, Coach Hall's basketball program. Coach Freeman is building something special with the girls basketball, and they're a few years away, in my opinion, from being a TCIS juggernaut. And under his guidance, we're going to go great places. Coach Effner handed the wrestling reins over to Coach Harvich, and young Harvich is like a kid in a candy store when it comes time. And so So we had a great day. So we started. I got off on a segue. Sorry, the alum texted me, got me off track. We then had a Dr. Guerin brought a great tradition with him 7 years ago, and he brings all the veterans that are associated with our school and their kids, and we usually have a breakfast, but we're not eating all together due to pandemic protocols. But we had an amazing assembly and celebration of all the veterans. We had Carter Spur get up and speak, and he's a freshman who's a military kid. Ashley Correa singing the national anthem, which was, I mean, goosebump worthy to be standing in a room full of American heroes. You know, I always tip my cap to the men and women of this country that fight for the freedoms and liberties that I have never had to fight for. But I certainly, everybody knows me, knows I enjoy my freedom of speech, and I am thankful. And, you know, I think my favorite thing about moving to Virginia Beach, other than to be close to my in-laws and being able to spend great time with them and have them spend great time with their grandkids, is to be part of a military community where I get to interact on a daily basis with kids who have parents on aircraft carriers, with coworkers who have fighter pilots as their husbands and wives. And it's just it's a unique spot in the world. And if you've never visited, come. You know, my mother-in-law told me one of the first times I visited Virginia Beach, I looked up and I saw these fighter jets, and I didn't know what to make of it. I didn't realize, you know, we're one of the two Top Gun flight schools. And as Mary Pruitt has always told me, I'd say, wow, what is that? And she'd say, that's the sound of freedom. So shout out, and a big shout out tomorrow. Anybody listening tonight, do yourself a favor. See anybody tomorrow that serves the country. Let them know how much you appreciate their service. Sometimes we're not always the most unified nation, but I think one thing we can all rally around is the men and women that serve our country, and maybe we can use that as a point to unify us and get back to being a country that can happily dissent with each other. So enough of that. Let's talk soccer. We got 40 left. We're up 3-0. All right, so we have a lead. The first 10 minutes will be critical. The Dolphins have been down 2-0 and come back before, most notably our St. Chris game, and I would say the key to that was that first goal they scored 3 minutes in changes the whole atmosphere. So Woodbery has got to try to get one early. We've really got to lock it down on defense and see if we can't play. I'd love to see 10, 15 strong minutes, and then it really gets to the position where we should be able to do a little countering. We should be able to maybe get that fourth, get that fifth, try to hang a crooked number on here. After our game, Richmond, I don't have to say Richmond Collegiate. We're in the 804. Collegiate, the number 1 seed and the most dominant team in the state of Virginia this year, will tangle with their rival, St. Chris. I had the absolute pleasure of calling a game with my good friend and Trinity legend Richard Hamlin the other night in our first round game. And as Richard was saying, I was trying to get the lay of the land. I think the Norfolk Academy, Cape Henry Collegiate feels like the UNC Duke battle, if I could use 2 ACC powers. And I asked Richard where Trinity fits in the larger scheme of things, and he reluctantly had to tell me that it's sort of St. Chris and Collegiate or the UNC and Duke battling, and he equated Trinity as the Wake Forest. So, obviously they're the smart kid school over there at Trinity if they're the Demon Deacons, but sort of the cousin that you want to beat, but you're not that upset if you lose to. But so the next game, I'm already starting to see fans from both of those schools. They're both within 10 miles of this stadium. I expect that to be a 12-round heavyweight fight. If you're a Dolphin fan and we can hold that result, we're looking for 80 of the toughest soccer minutes ever played, followed by a couple golden goal overtimes, followed by a 41-goal shootout, as much energy as can be expended. And winner is back here 7:30 p.m. on Friday to play for a state title, and there's a ton of soccer to go. And we're off. Here we go. Second half. I don't know where my crew went, so I'll try to film and announce. And newsflash, that ain't going to go well. Woodbery controls. They're going west. We're going east. I hope that's what I had said last time. Cape with the ball with Lugo in the back. Here comes the real talent. Klimkwitz is back. You guys would have just saw me turn the camera if they didn't come back. So Deno controls. We lost those extra 2 minutes at halftime, boys. They just took them from us. Yeah, what's up with that? I had more anecdotal nonsense to talk about. All right. We're off and running. 80, another 40 to play. winner to play in the state final. This ball's played. Angley is going to settle under it. So you could already see it looks like a little bit more of an intent to push up. Woodbery guys all stand in. Angley's going to get that ball over 17's head for a great throw to Kubicki. Kubicki going to play it down the line to Doran. The key here is to continue to play Cape soccer. You don't stop and start to say, bleed the clock. Way too much time to do that. A fourth, Usonis is battling and trying to get the ball in the box, swinging his haymaker foot left and right. And we'll let that one go out. So Woodbery now on the defensive. Deno's going to throw it. Kubicki's going to Kubicki's going to get the business right there. He got it once, and then he got it twice, and he turned around to kind of say, hey, man, I'm out of bounds. Or he was asking if they've, what'd you have for lunch? But I think it was like, hey, man, I'm out of bounds. Kubicki doing a little dancing. He throws it wide to Campbell. Campbell has got Delaney, who's a nice little dummy to Radich, and Radich is going to cross this one in. Woodbery goalie controls, doesn't control, now controls. So, if the goalie has it in his hands, can't touch. That ball bounced, so, give Michael every bit of opportunity to grab it. He actually had one pulled off the board against him earlier this year that should have been a goal. So I love that Michael followed that shot. Doran now with it. Gab's going to fire one. It's going to get blocked. He's still got it. Gab's going to fire another one. Just wide. Wow. Doran shot it into like a three-man tiger wall. It bounced right back to his left, and he almost buried a fourth. And so goal kick for Woodbery, 2.5 into the second. Oh, we got an official soccer ball. Who are we thanking? When all else fails in soccer, thank Adidas. All right, we just started the second. Finns lead 3-0 on 2 Usonis and a Doran goal. We got 2 in the first 9 and then a PK on an obstruction call. And the Dolphins now control at midfield. You're going to have to see this Woodbery team start to take chances, start to look to pick passes off, start to try and create some chaos, because if you're going to let us play keep away, I think Coach Brunn and Coach Facemeyer and Liebig will do it. So Woodbery controls. They play a ball up to midfield, and now 3 is going to actually win that ball back. Nice job by him, and here's a dangerous opportunity. Woodbery controls. They fire one into the box. Too far. Angley is going to scoop that one. Cooper is not adverse to contact, and I will give him a hard time about that one. But again, why not, right? Like you could definitely have got out of his way. Instead, they want to give him a little nick, and he wanted to see if he could sell it for a card. It didn't work. Got to be careful that you don't flop. Here we go. Campbell hit one the other day. He's going to hit another one. Bounces in, and that Woodbery goal is struggling a little bit with those balls. It's got to be a little dewy on the turf, and so might benefit the Finns from following shots. That's the second one in a row that has given up a rebound opportunity. Usonis with the ball. He's double teamed, but he gets it. We've got Radich wide if we see him, and we do. Radich is going to turn and play it all the way back, and again, this is what this size field and the skill that we have sort of allows us to do. Now Schur is going to look, and he's going to play it wide to Deno. And Deno's going to play it back to Schur. So a little two-man game here. Now they're going to kind of force us to go north-south with it. And we can do that too. Doran dancing, still dancing. He goes back to Deno. Deno's going to look to McGraw. McGraw is going to make an errant touch. Actually, not errant if he comes up with it, and he does. Now Campbell's got it. Graydon controls. Looks through in between 2 Dolphin players. Woodbery controls, and let's see what they do. Looking for a long ball, and they got it, but it's controlled. 10's really savvy. He's not the quickest guy in the field, but he's always looking for that touch off the touch. So that second touch off a header, that second touch off an errant trap, looks like a real smart player and uses what he's got, which is a ton of size. Remember, commented the first game, he might be the biggest forward I've seen this year. Not tallest, but one of the bigger guys I've seen playing in that spot. All right, here's an opportunity for Woodbery. They control. They're working hard down the left wing, and that's a hard tackle by Lugo. And now Radich, and that's foul on Thomas. Radich got to be a little smarter than that. Looks like he got a little handful of jerseys. So play this as a corner for Woodbery. 5 minutes into the second. They trail 3-0, and they'll have an opportunity here, a little set piece. They move 7 guys up. Likely looking for 24. He's the tallest guy out there. Dolphins gave up a goal in a corner to Trinity, and I'm sure marking right here is critical. Here we go. Ball's thrown in. Angley's going to go get it. Well done by the junior keeper. Take your time. Looking, and he just rolls it to Mitchell. Keep your eyes on 10 while he's doing that. One of the wouldn't be surprised if he tries to give that little deke where it looks like I'm running back, but I'm not running back. So Dolphins trying to clear. You're seeing a little bit more of an intent to press up. In hockey, we'd call it forechecking. In soccer, they are really trying to force us into that mistake right there. So well done. Luke is going to turn it. Well done by Schur. That's interesting because you kind of like that's like the car in the traffic jam that hits the brakes and then I hit the back of the car and the accident's my fault. I would almost have thought it could have been obstruction. I don't really think the Cape player had any choice but to run into him, but dangerous spot right here for Woodbery. So again, they're getting the chances they want here. 10's going to stand over this ball. Again, I think you're trying to look to 24, and now they're going to take 10 off the ball. Looks like they're going to take some runs at the far post. 12 standing over it. Angley well off the line, not playing this as a shot. Goes far post. No goal. That goal will be wiped off with an offsides call. So no goal. No goal. Offsides. Linesman did not hesitate. Put the flag up right away. And you know what? It was offsides. The first touch was onsides. The second touch was offsides. So easy call, and he made it right away. Wasn't one of these, do we have to have a conference? He saw that. The young man did not get back, and no goal. So huge moment there. And now we play a through ball looking for Kubicki, and Michael's got a shot. So I think they're going to say Mike got a handful of jersey there, but Mike was going in 1-on-2, and Mike's getting the business today. I know Mike. He's my neighbor. I can give him the business, but that's again, it's the after the play stuff that we got to keep our eyes on. Really, no need for it. But I'll tell you, if the score stays this way, we're going to have to be smart and careful out there. So here we go. We're about eight and a half into the second. Woodbery with a couple good scoring chances. They scored one. It was offside, so we pulled it back on a flick header, then to another header. But Kubicki now chasing. Dolphins chasing the ball. Ball's on the left wing for the Woodbery Forest Tigers. Ten using every barrel-chested part he's got there. He's got the ball on his foot. He plays a nice ball, which is headed by 9 back to 7. Delaney trying to check back and make an effort defensively. And now Radich is going to go one-on-one with 4, who wins the battle, and the Finns give up a corner. So, as expected, Woodbery expending a lot of energy right now, pushing up, trying to create something. They need to get one early to see if they can't get themselves back into this, and Dolphins need to just lock it up defensively and see if we can't play a counter game. So again, now where we're usually seeing one guy back at midfield, they've got everybody over. 8 in the box, 2 back. Here's a good ball. Angley stays home, and that's knocked out by Schur. Ball's played back in the box, flicked on. Dangerous opportunity. 9 plays it back. Deno with the steal, and now Deno's got a chance. That's another awful hard tackle from behind. Wow, no call. Angley with a great save there. Came off his line, made it. What I love there is I heard him yell keep, and I'm 50 feet above. So well done by the junior keeper, who plays a line drive kick right to the foot of Tommy Radich. Campbell runs through 1, not 2, and now 3 controls, but Grade steals it from 3. Ball's played through to Usonis, who 1 times it to Delaney. Can Cam get to it? Yes. Cam with the ball in the corner. He's going to look to beat 3 and throw the ball to Radich. Radich not knowing that he had a guy right behind him, and here's a counter chance for Woodbery Forest. Finns chasing. That's a 60-yard wind sprint for nothing. I need oxygen. Delaney to Doran. And now Gav's got, this is a dangerous spot for Gav to be in. Gav is looking. We've got Usonis in there if Gav can find him. He just one extra touch there. McGraw's going to control and assess the field. He's got Campbell. Gav plays a through ball. I'm sorry, Graydon plays a through ball that's going to trickle out of bounds. So we're 10 minutes into the second half with the Dolphins leading 3-0 in the TCIS, VISAA state semifinal. Tick, tick, tick. I know in video games that clock runs extra fast in dead times. I wish this was a video game now. Usonis wins the goal kick, and it's played to Delaney and played back to Usonis. And now we look for Radich wide. Tommy gets knocked off that ball. Strong defensive play by 24. Throw-in for Woodbery. Again, if you're watching the game on YouTube, you can go back and take a peek. No doubt about that being offsides. Jeez, that's hard foul in the corner. I think we got to see something or not. I mean, Gavin Doran, that's Cam Delaney getting knocked down, but goodness gracious. Yeah, that was called a foul and not a throw-in. So I just wonder whether we're going to see more cards to try to get this a little bit more under control. Usonis plays it in. Delaney just can't get to it, so it's going to roll long. Dolphins looking to connect for a fourth. 4-0 is a beefy number. Dolphins and Tigers both had a little bit of a ride. I think the Tigers get to cruise onto 64 past Charlottesville, so I doubt they had to deal with the lovely Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. I think if the Dolphin fans leave now, they can get up here for the state final if we make it on Friday. Kubicki controls. Michael dances through two, gets the ball to Doran. Doran to Campbell. Graydon to Kyle. Kyle, a little bit of a mistouch, which is not something you've heard me say very often. Delaney wins it back. Good job, Cameron. Just even a little touch like that. Slow it down, and now we're going to see number 23. I think the first time he's coming on the field. Have to see how Coach Brun uses his bench in this half. I know these are the 11 he's most comfortable with, and then he's been on a regular rotation getting Hughes and Avilias and Caraides minutes. Tom Tang has also had some big minutes. Carson Polis has had some big moments this year. So all right, so 10 controls. Dangerous through ball to 23, but Deno is going to get to it first. And Deno is going to do the smart thing and touch it up the line to Kubicki. Michael looking, throws that ball into the center and we lose it. And now Woodbery controls. They're going to turn and fire over the cage. So Woodbery bench still on their feet, really trying to implore their guys to get one. And, this goes without saying, the longer they go without getting one, the better for the Dolphins. All right, Coop plays it short. Mitchell has it. Mitchell plays it back to Cooper. Cooper plays it to Luke Schur. Luke looking through to Kubicki. Kubicki one touch to Deno. A lot of these guys play on a Beach FC club team together. They're familiar, although multiple different ages, so I'm sure not all on the same team. But great ball there by Deno. Doran dummies. Gav comes up a little gimpy, and that was the ankle he hurt. So let's hope he's okay. Schur to McGraw. McGraw gets rid of it. Usonis to Campbell, and now Campbell's got 7 chasing, and we're going to look long to Gav. Let's see who wins this ball. 24, who's that? 6? 24, can't see. Woodbery's ball. Good tackle by Gav. No? We're going to call that a foul or a tackle. What are we calling that? Calling that a foul. So Gav got a little too much leg, I guess. Big opportunity here. If they looked, they got Delaney. They didn't. They came back to Usonis' side. Gav's got, Kyle looking to play to Gav there. Think we might have wanted to look right there. We had Delaney streaking. I'll tell you, fans, I bought a burrito from the food truck, but I was so nervous I couldn't eat any of it. So it's going to be a post-game burrito, which will be cold, but any burrito is a good burrito. It looked very authentically delicious. Not as good as Shore Break Pizza. Thank you for streaming the game today. Look at that natural segue, huh? Why you like that one? Doran plays an overlap ball. You're not knocking Noah Deno off the ball. I love it. I've watched Noah play so much soccer, indoor and outdoor, and it always cracks me up. Guys always are trying to just shoulder him, and Noah might be one of the stronger kids at our school. You're just not going to knock him off the ball. Short throw. Gav controls. Oh, Jesus. There's another card. Again, you can tell Dolphin fans I'm trying to behave in the box, and so I promised Miss Short I'd behave, but it's just if I beat you and you cut my legs from behind, that's not part of the game. And so what? But to the credit, that's a card. So that's another young man with another one. We'll be playing a man up, but I really hope that the guys in yellow, are a little more careful here. Good ball in. Oh, great knockout by Woodbery Forest. I think that was 7 who got up there. He's a big motor guy, man. That guy's everywhere. And that was a huge moment. I thought we were about to knock that one home. Instead, Woodbery with an opportunity. Angley, what is Angley doing? Way off his line. Yeah, that's a mistake by Coop. So 3-1 Wood, 3-1. Big moment. So 18 minutes into the second, Woodbery gets a goal. Coop, so that's a big moment. Look, they needed that one. They got it. And again, that's one where Cooper should probably stay home and make the kid beat him to the corner and see if his defense can get back. He started to come out, he stopped, and then he got caught in no man's land. So big couple minutes coming up here for the Finns. And a big shout out to the we had a little bit of a moment in our fresh soft assembly. We didn't get to it in our junior senior, but another great performance this year. First ever second place TCIS finish by our girls cross country team. So shout out to those young women led by a couple fantastic seniors. They had a great season. Coach Hodap has built a heck of a cross country program, and those poor young women and men run in anonymity. We don't get a lot of fans out there, and we love them at Cape, and we'll do a better job of supporting them if we can, and I'm sure we can. But shout out to the women's cross country team on their best finish ever in the TCIS, and they head off to the state tournament tomorrow. So we're 20 in. We're halfway through the second. Woodbery got a big goal there to get themselves back in it, and now it's one of those, big next goal is the biggest goal of this game right here. So if they cut it to 3-2, it's anybody's game, and they have a lot of momentum and energy right now. So, that's one of those. Finns almost went up 4-0, which, 4-0 in soccer's kind of turn out the lights. 3-1 is far from that. So big moment for the Tigers and credit their resiliency. And a learning opportunity for the goalkeeper there. I think he's used to playing on much shorter pitches where he is able to use his athleticism and make some plays, and he's been caught off guard a little bit, kind of coming past where he wants to. It's a foul on 7. Woodbery fans don't like that call, but, Matt McGraw fell on him, so we got 20 left. Again, way too much time to start clock watching. 3-1. Dolphins touching it. You can see just another kind of as you would expect, a little adrenaline boost, a little extra boost of energy for the Tigers after that goal. And so Finns cannot start to worry about just trying to hang on. They would be well suited to get this fourth one and get that 3-goal cushion back. Kubicki dances it to the middle. He plays it to Doran. Doran's going to try to throw it towards Kyle Usonis. Usonis touches it along the end line, kept it in, but now Woodbery controls and they're going to counter. So they've got numbers if they hustle. Great tackle by Thomas Radich. Tommy looks like he's a little nicked up. Let's see if he can get up and get back. So Woodbery pushing forward. They've got the ball at midfield with time and room, and they throw the ball forward to Matt McGraw. But Matt McGraw steals. I'm sorry, they weren't trying to pass the ball to Matt McGraw. Campbell loses it to two Tigers, and the Tigers are going to keep on coming. They throw that one towards the box. It's knocked away by Deno, back into the danger zone by Woodbery, and they control. 16 is going to play this one into the box. It's knocked right to the foot of a Woodbery player. A little bit of a break there that he couldn't control that. So 16 comes back in. He's going to shoot that. Angley's going to let it go wide. Ten back on the pitch, and then he got a few minutes, and he's going to be ready to go. So he's their horse. As they're going to throw the ball at him a little bit, see what he can do. He's very dangerous. Finns continue to play it short. Now Lugo's going to try to hammer it towards Doran, and he does. Gab's got Kyle square. He throws it to him. If you can sense the tension in my voice, yeah, it got a little more tense. 3-0, it was happy-go-lucky, and we were laughing about pizza. 3-1, and it's anybody's game right here. So it's getting very chippy, guys. That's what I can tell you. It's getting pretty chippy out here. So a lot of contact after the ball gets touched, and expect a hard-fought, chippy last 18 minutes of this one. McGraw loses it forward, controlled by the Woodbery back line to the foot of 16. 16 is going to lose this one to Deno. Deno's got Gav. It's a foot race. Woodbery controls and plays it out of bounds. Hey, Chloe Mugler, I got you watching. AJ, good to see you, bud. Love the alum watching and tuning in. We miss you guys. Hope you're having great times, and come back over Thanksgiving break. Doran controls. He throws that one. Are we going to get? Oh, great job to save a corner kick there by 24, I think. Finns will let that go out of bounds for a throw-in, but that almost was a corner kick opportunity, which would have been a great chance. And now Avilias is going to touch that over the end line. Coming up on the 64th minute of this one, it is 3-1. I didn't catch the number of the young man that scored it for Woodbery, but I know the junior goaltender would tell you that one's on him, and he's going to do everything he can to make sure he doesn't give up another one and let this get super crazy here. So Deno wins the header. Avilias controls. He looks square to Campbell, who plays it back to senior Mitchell Lugo. Mitchell assessing and now throws a ball back across the pitch, which is knocked down nicely by Avilias. And Avilias tries to dance it in the box. He can't, but he loses it to a Woodbery player who plays it to Doran. And now Doran is going to lose it, but get it back to Deno. Deno to McGraw. McGraw from about 40. McGraw plays a gorgeous ball all the way through to Thomas Radich. Radich has it right at the corner of the box, turns, throws it back in. Wow, great job. Nope, they're going to call that a goal kick. So had that landed on Usonis' foot, it wouldn't have been a goal. Okay, so they're trying to sub. That's why we're going to throw that goal kick back. And the Dolphins are not going to help and get that ball. Again, a lot of success this fall. We got a field hockey team still playing and a tennis team still playing. We got a cross-country team that kicked some booty couple days ago, and we'll go off to the States and see if our girls team can duplicate their success, and Connor Amay can duplicate some of his success out there as well. He had a great season leading the Finns. And shout out, good luck tomorrow. That looked like a handball, but we're going to get a no call there. 23 controls. Good step by McGraw. Usonis now can't control, and 16 controls. So Finns not as sharp as they were in the first half, but great play by Delaney to break that up. Delaney to Usonis, and this is where Kyle could be real dangerous. Look at that. Kyle forces 24 to just play that ball out of bounds, and the Finns now should take a couple seconds here Oh, I'm surprised Wyatt Klimkwitz hasn't told me. Shout out to Owen Klimkwitz, who has had a heck of a cross country season as well. Good job, O. Dolphins control. 14 left in the game. Ball's thrown into the box, but knocked out by Woodbery. 12 controls. And Woodbery looks to counter, and here we go. They're off to the races, and they throw a ball a little too far. Got Richmond Collegiate to my left in their neon shorts. They're getting ready to play in their game, and I hope that we care about the result of that game. A lot of pressure now being put on, and that's an errant pass due to that pressure. So, again, Woodbery, easy to hang your heads and say it's over. They're not doing that, and they've really applied a lot of quality pressure on us. I've been critical of the physical play, but look, soccer, they're playing hard. They don't want their season to end. 10 turns on the Dolphins. Throws one far post. Ooh. Wow. So Angley was there. He didn't have to make the save, but that was a very dangerous, and that speaks to the strength that this kid has. That ball was struck with his left foot. I don't know if he's lefty or righty, but he had no run up on that ball. He turned and just threw that one a missile to the top corner, and fortunately for the Finns, just over the post. Avilia's in a battle, and so now you've got all 11 guys. Oh, 10. The goalie obviously is not playing up quite yet, but a lot of pressure. The Finns have really got to clamp down. Starting to see some fatigue legs. And we are kind of chasing the ball a little bit, which is not what we want to do. Through ball by Delaney, which kind of is almost like a icing in hockey. Just kind of clear the zone and reset. Woodbery controls. Doran loses it. Woodbery's got it, and they've got numbers if they want to go quick, and they are going to play it up the wing. So they got two guys over there kind of shielding Radich. Radich is going to knock it out as we close in on the 68th minute. Plenty of time. All right, Dolphins again just kind of throwing that up 50-50 ball, which is not our style of play, but you can tell we're a little bit on our heels. This one's going to get played through. Angley is going to backpedal, scoop it, and take a little bit of time off the clock. Angley is going to punt this one looking for Avila as he puts it right on his foot. Great trap by Dom to Doran. Doran back to Usonis. Usonis playing it to Delaney. Delaney looking, plays a through ball looking for Usonis. Not going to get there and controlled by Woodbery. Let's keep it here for a little bit, boys. We played a lot of D this half. So Campbell doing battle. He comes up with it. He plays a 50-50 ball that's going to fall to Radich's foot. Delaney, or I'm sorry. Wow. Hey! That's a big goal. Terrible announcing by me, but Delaney touched it to Usonis. Usonis did this cool little kitschy, let me kick it with my back foot. I'm dancing up here in the box. We can't spin the camera, but it was like, hey, what's up? And he tapped it back, and Gav drilled it to the left corner. And you know what's cooler than 3-1, boys? 4-1. How about it? High fives all around. And I have an esteemed faculty member really wanted me to read something. So, again, I've referenced our cross-country team. Boys, 5th place overall. Shout out to Avon Johnson and Carly Meyerholtz leading the girls team to a TCIS runner-up. And we're gonna keep you posted. If we can hang on here for 11 minutes, we'll be back up here Friday, and I'll give you more results of our other games. But if you're at Shore Break, have a slice for me. That was awesome. 4-1 sounds so much nicer than 3-1. I'm a little bit looser and ready to have some fun. I'm going to talk about my burrito again. Delaney doing battle. Now we just got to keep everybody healthy. So that's one where we might have gone advantage, but again, Cam knows what the grass tastes like because his face has been in it quite a bit today. He's just getting knocked around a little bit. And let's finish this in a classy manner. 10 minutes to play. Finns looking to advance to their 4th straight state title game. First VISAA team ever to win 3 straight. And I mean, I don't know whether I thought it was possible when I was here 5 years ago and we lost a crew of players. 4 years ago, we lose a crew of players. I mean, every single year I sit and wonder, how do you replace Matt Johnson, Sebastian Ganyabi, Carter Atherton, Connor Garrison, John Armini, Vlad Gasant, and I apologize if I didn't say your name, and Mason Dudley, Trevor Kidd. How do you keep doing it? I don't know. But I coached a team out on the West Coast. My motto was, we don't reload. We don't rebuild, we reload, and that is what Dave and Face and Liebig have done. And Dolphins pressuring again, 71st minute. Great job by Doran to win that ball. And now Dance is on the end line. Gavin is, let's hope he's all right. He is. Gavin is just absolutely relentless right now. He wants badly to play for another title. I saw something, he scored that last one, as excited as I've seen him. And talk about, how about having a day? Kid signs a national letter of intent, comes out and has 2 goals and 2 assists. Geez Louise. Shout out to Louise. All right, Usona standing over the ball. 5-1 sounds even cooler than 4-1, guys. Coming up on about 8 minutes to play. Doran's right there. Another one. Put it on the board. Golasso. Noah Deno on the rebound off of Kyle Usona. So in hockey, Doran definitely gets the assist. I don't know it doesn't matter if there's any intent to pass, but I'm giving him another one. Give him his 3rd assist, 2 goals, and Noah Deno gets on the board. And Max Lambert, if you're out there, I'm doing the dance you made famous after you scored lacrosse goals. I'm doing the. And how about it? Gavin Doran coming off the pitch. I think he's coming off the pitch. Cole Hughes coming on for him. Dolphins going to go to the bench. Pete Tiffany going to get some burn. Crowd favorite, school favorite. Hopefully Park gets his shirt off before too long. I don't really recognize him with his shirt on. Have a day, Gavin Doran. Have a day, bud. So Hughes comes on for some minutes. Well, Woodbery going to keep on battling, which you got to love. Let's not give up one here. Uh-oh. They come in. Off the post. Rebound. Score. So that took all of 40 seconds after we scored. Ball bounced off the post right to the foot of 10. Thankfully, we built a 3 or a 4 goal lead, but again, we need to lock this down. 5-2. Great. I said they're relentless. They just keep coming. So good job, Woodbery Forest. I think 10 got that one. Angley frustrated with himself, but save your best game for the state final, buddy. Dolphins got to bleed another 6 out and get out of here. We took Doran out, and I know knowing the situation, Gavin is probably begging to go back in the game, but I think they're just trying to keep him healthy. Game like this gets intense at the end. Guys out here for Woodbery might be playing their last soccer game. They got plenty of seniors, and so, just don't want to see someone get. It's going to be another card. That's a red. So that's the second yellow card on Dolphins. Will play a man up for the rest of the way. Second yellow card on number 2. I just drilled Usonis in the back, and that's why Doran's not in. And I feel like if it was 5-1, we probably would feel a little bit more comfortable. But it's not necessary. It's just not necessary. It's not part of the game. It's too bad. Too bad. Yeah, we saw it coming, and that was he just literally just barreled into him for no reason. Usonis throws this one into the wall. It bounces around. Pete Tiff tries to kung fu fight that one in. Love the Pete Tiff. He had an attempted bicycle earlier this year that was one of my favorite things I've ever seen. His body was like a flying burrito almost. It's parallel. Under 5 to play, plus maybe some injury time, yellow card time, goal time. We'll see. Those 2 goals at the dot. Here comes Woodbery again down the left wing. Kid's got wheels. Great touch out by Lugo. So let's lock it up here. 5-2. 5 left to play in the second, plus injury time. Deno with the 5th. Doran with 2. Usonis with 2. This ball's thrown dangerously into the box. Flicked out of bounds. So here's where you'll see the junior goaltender bleed this for a little bit more. You're going to see Carson Polis come on in for Noah Deno. Deno with a Yeah, initially, how do you forget a Klimkowitz with a Klimkowitz film in the game? It's because Owen is so darn quiet all the time. Speak up, O. Big fan, multi-sport guy. O could probably play 3 or 4 different fall sports. Dolphins trying to get the last 4 on the books. Usonis is going to hammer this ball. And, there's a chance that could have scooted through and Avilias would have been 1-on-none. Instead, McGraw controls. Dolphins with an extra man on the field now. They're playing 1 man up, and it looks like Woodbery may be getting a couple guys. I'll have to see if 5 and 8 are seniors. Maybe trying to get some guys a little time at the end. Maybe they're not there. 5 is a senior, 8 is a senior. So Love coach there trying to get his senior players a little bit of field time in a state semifinal game. Finns would be pleased to just bleed this last couple minutes out, keep everybody as healthy as we can. Ooh, boy, here we go. Here comes 10. Parker with a little bit of an errant pass. 10 plays a great ball down the wing to 7. 7 controls, looks back to 10. Here comes a bomb. Couple touches, and now Luke Schur is going to clear the zone. Usonis misses it. Avilias can't get to it, and so it's controlled, and will we be able to get that? Cooper seems just so excited to run out of the goal. We're going to have to tape him to the goal at practice tomorrow. So Coach from Woodbery getting a couple seniors on the pitch, which is a world-class move for a guy to get some guys out there that maybe don't get a ton of minutes but can finish their career feeling great on the field. Little over, well, we got 2+ injury time. We didn't have any major injuries, but when you have a bunch of goals scored, expect 2 minutes. Nice dummy by 10, looking to try to touch it. Hughes, get to that, he can't. So Woodbury's got everybody up. If we can, going to be a handball on Woodbury Forest. Dolphins, take your time. We're looking at about 90 seconds of regulation time. And as much as I don't want to be the jinx, I think it's looking pretty likely that we're going to have an opportunity to defend our state title. So Hughes controls for the Dolphins. He plays it to Usonis. Kyle's going to move the ball up the field by himself. Now he's going to turn it back, and he's going to play it to, is that Polis? Now that's Campbell. Campbell all the way back. Dolphins trying to play a little keep away, and they lose the ball. Ooh, a lot of body. Uh-oh, not what you wanted to see. Finn down on the field. I don't know if it's Radich or Campbell. I'm not sure why the Woodbury fans are yelling at him to get up. The clock does stop when these things happen. Can you see, guys? I can't. I want to say it's... I can read the body language of some of the boys that I work with every day, and they're not happy. I know our goaltender very well, and I know his gestures very well. And while he did nothing that was inappropriate, I think we've had enough of being fouled the way we've been fouled for the past 15 minutes. And so that's an unfortunate. Again, this is the one thing you don't want to see if you're a Dolphin fan is you just got cracked. Woodbury guys kind of recognizing, a little hugging on the field, and look, take nothing away from them. I went over and said hello to the Woodbury guys that were doing their game, and they're great guys. I've competed as a coach against their lacrosse program. They had a Wake Forest alum as their basketball coach for years. Yeah, it's a great group of young men. It's a phenomenal community, but things did get a little sideways here. And who is it? Is it Campbell? Yeah, it's Graydon. He's real ginger on that, coming off the field real gingerly. And I know I'm looking at our coaching staff. That's just the last thing they wanted to see in the last few minutes of a game that ostensibly has been put away. So, what the Dolphins need to do here is have cooler heads prevail. What we don't need to do, and we're going to have to wait a sec for Graydon to get off, but everyone in a Dolphin uniform needs to take a deep breath and look at the scoreboard. That's the result that matters. I've seen situations where you feel like what you need to do is have your buddies back, and you don't. We'll get Graydon's back. Hopefully, Miss Pinkin, if you're out there listening, you got a project. Let's get Graydon healthy for the final, but that does not look good if you're a Dolphin fan. No weight at all on the right ankle. And this is a tough kid, so at best we're hoping for a bone bruise sprain that Miss Pinkin can work her magic on. And we'll see. We could get a whistle at any given time here. And for the sake of, if it was a 1-goal game, I'd say keep a clock on and let's do all this thing. I don't see him scoring 3 in the last 45 seconds, and I'm tired of watching my guys go down. Avilias just runs through 3. Cole Hughes with the ball at his foot. Loses it to 7. Then 7 clears it. Oh, wow. Dom might get red carded here. Dom just got a crack in, and this is what I was saying is Dom's going to get a yellow. I told you it was going to happen, and I hate being right in this case. But it's a guy who's been tackling us all game, and Dom just decided to go hard in there at the end. And again, I could tell you, I could see that brewing when Graydon was limping off the field. I know how much our guys support each other. I know how frustrated they are with how this physicality is played. And again, Trinity Episcopal, physical as the night is long, but clean as the day is long. So this just got ugly here at the end, guys. I think the ref would be wise to blow it. Not sure how much we got left. We're in bonus time, guys. Hughes controls. Just waiting on a whistle now. Once again, big thanks to the folks at Shorebreak for letting us stream the game on their TVs. And I mean, it's always been my dream to be an announcer. So today I announced, and people that were drinking beer at a bar were listening to me, or not listening to me, trying not to listen to me, but I probably didn't give them much of a choice. So we're waiting. Tick, 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 tick. Angley, get back in the goal, fella. Cooper we just can't keep him in the cage. He blasted that one into this. I don't want to even be in those bleachers. They look like at any given time they could just fall down. Woodbery throwing. Injury time at this point. Ball's going to be cleared by Cape and kept relatively close to the box, but now the Finns have a chance, and again, we don't need a 6th. We could blow this. Ball's played wide, and 16 controls. He's going to run right by Polis. Avilias. Dom's about to get run off the field. Woodbery fans not a fan of Avilias, but I'm telling you that I know exactly why Dom's doing it. Dom comes off the bench, he supports his guys, they battle every day, and he's tired of it. And I mean, if you just have to have a cooler head right now and get out of here. They're going to get Dom off the field. We got to be in minute 5 of injury. It's ball's thrown in, far post. And that's that. That's that. Hey, only thing we really want to worry about right now is Friday. Dolphins advance to their 4th straight state final. And let's call it what it was. Right from the opening whistle. That is a fantastic victory. Let's get on the bus or watch a little of this. No more nonsense. We don't need to talk to Woodbery or think about Woodbery soccer for another 11 months. So Congratulations to Woodbery Forest on one of their better campaigns in the last couple of years. And the Finns, again, at about the 5-minute mark, I thought we saw what we were going to see. Is when they carried great enough, I had a feeling it wasn't going to end in a calm way. Cooler heads prevail. Dolphins win 5-2. On to the state championship game Friday. Hey, Dolphin Nation, get in the car, get on up here. We need some fans here because we're playing a team from Richmond, and they're bringing it. They got flags, they got fans, they got neon shorts. I don't know who we're playing, but what we're looking for is about a 380-minute game between these two teams. So, again, congratulations to the Tigers of Woodbery. Congratulations to the Dolphins advancing to their fourth straight state title game, which is just unprecedented. Thank you to Wyatt and Drew for driving up here, and get your gas tanks filled back up because we're coming back up on Friday, boys. Congrats. Here we go. That wraps it up from here. I had a whole little shtick ready to say goodbye to McGraw and Schur and Doran, and I'm not going to do it until we're wearing some medals and winning a title. High fives all around. 5-2 win. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Kassir. Thank you, Shorebreak. And that's a wrap from City Stadium in Richmond.